Hey, what's up, badasses? So I'm here. Just got back from the second day of a badass congregation of, well, badasses. And I wanted to go down into the streets of Vegas again to give you a shot of just the amount of abundance and wealth that is going all around, and that most people don't get a chance to see because, let's be honest, there's a lot of distractions and a lot of people that are trying to keep things how they are, basically. And the interesting thing is, I got back home and there was I went on Facebook because I just made some connections, and I was going to put in some names in and whatnot, but I noticed a post that was right on top of the news feed, and it said, "Arrest the 1%. Now I look at this, and I look back at the 2 days of incredible value that people in the 1% have just taught me, and a room full of 200 people, 250 maybe, who are action takers, who are not willing to settle for mediocrity. And I come home, and I come to the hotel room, and I see that. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Why is this? And don't get me wrong, I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, the 1%, oh, those people have to be some sort of evil because they don't see how much suffering there is in the world and how much they're not doing to change it. And the interesting thing is, in the past few years, there's been a whole different change in the economy, in the way that we perceive value and in service, basically. And I look at that, and I look at what I was just taught by people in the 1%, and I say, why do you want to arrest the 1% so that you can keep living in mediocrity? Without you having to be jealous of someone else's work ethic and influence and power and all these other things that are associated with the 1%, which they tend to have, but let's be honest here, they are human. I have met a decent amount of the 1% already, and what I've noticed is that they are very, very generous. Another thing that I've noticed is they value their time incredibly. Why? Because they want to keep giving value to the world. And the thing is that by saying you should arrest the 1%, you're not taking the responsibility for what you're doing, because most likely you are still drowning in mediocrity. Even if you meditate, even if you say you're a spiritual person, even if you have become a vegetarian or a vegan, you're probably still wasting a lot of your time. Let's be honest here. You're wasting a lot of your time being entertained by the things that a part of the 1% gives you in order to distract you from the fact that you could be taking more action, betting on yourself more, investing on yourself more. There's an interesting example that one of the mentors in this mentor retreat that I just came from was the fact that there are people. Well, he told a story about when he went to to this what's it called? This tourist location which had a great view, and there was this long ass lineup, and him being the 1% and being full of himself, which tends to be very infectious to the people around him. He said, I don't want to wait in line. Fuck that. I'm who I am. I'm a wealthy motherfucker. I don't want to say his name because he might not want it mentioned, but so he walked up, cut all the line, went right to the entrance, and asked the bodyguard, "Is there another line where I could cut all this line?" And he said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, okay. Well, how much is it?" He thought to himself, like, it must be like $100 if like the regular entrance is like $18, right? So he asked the security, and the security said, "Oh no, there's just 3 people, and it's $45. $45." And that's when he realized that all those people do not value their time and are willing to waste a bunch of time waiting in line instead of investing in themselves, saving time, getting to their destination faster, and then keeping on using their time for whatever it is that you want. If you use your time more wisely, like the 1%, that some of, even like the spiritual people that, or so-called spiritual people, don't do. They don't value their time. Meditation is great. It's awesome. We are at the retreat. We were encouraged to meditate every single fucking day. But even that doesn't beat action. You can meditate all you want, but the change that you want to see in the world has to happen through action. So that was just my video for today. I'm probably going to shoot another one tomorrow, just before I head back home. And yeah, don't be a hater. Be a lover. Love action. Love betting on yourself. Invest in yourself. And take action towards the things that you want, because that's what the Awakened Elite is all about. Bring greater awareness to the reality of existence here on this planet. Peace.